Hello, dear lovely audience. Welcome back to another Bravo TV new recap. Everyone, I know you'll have been waiting for this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Below Deck Mediterranean chief Stu-Aesha Scott's statements come amid her engagement to Scotty Dobson. Chief Stu-Aesha Scott will have to run a tight ship on Below Deck Mediterranean Season 10, especially since things are getting tight in the Department of Tipping. How to watch. Below Deck Mediterranean Season 10 premieres on Monday, September 29th at 8/7 on Bravo. Stream it the next day on Peacock. In the drama-filled Season 10 trailer of the show, the engaged New Zealander got candid about the importance of earning tips this season, a first-time concern for her, especially as her wedding day with fiancé Scotty Dobson approaches. Aesha, more specifically, told producers in the sneak peek, "Most tip seasons, I don't care about how much tip money we're getting, but this season, I need to earn the bloody money, okay? We've got a mortgage. I need paintbrushes, I need paint. Do you know how expensive paint is?" Around the time of filming, Aesha and Scotty continued home renovations on the low-key, house they purchased in March 2024. The groom-to-be was assigned to paint the home as they continued shopping for curtains and carpeting options. It was all just part of the couple's wonderful journey since the newly reconnected high school acquaintances went public with their relationship in 2020. They were happily engaged 4 years later. Is Aesha Scott married to Scott Dobson yet? Although the longtime yachty and her man hoped to marry in 2025, they had to push the date back to March 7, 2026, as she explained on the January 27th episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. "I had a very busy year last year," Aesha said at the time. "We pushed it and we've got a lot of American guests, so I want to give people time to save." Related, Aesha Scott declares herself the most fortunate girlie alive as she approaches her wedding day. What to know about Aesha Scott's upcoming wedding? The event will be held in Aesha and Scott's NZ hometown, but the global couple opted to give Scott's American side of the family ample time to make it. As she explained to People in April, Scott's half American, so he's got a lot of family in California, but we decided at the end of the day, the bulk of our guest list is going to be from our hometown here in Tauranga in New Zealand, so we're going to do it here. Continued Aesha, "I'm at that age where pretty much all of my friends have young babies or are pregnant with their second, so I thought they're not going to want to jump on a plane and lug their whole family everywhere. It's better just to have it around where we grew up." Related, meet the Below Deck Mediterranean Season 10 cast navigating a wide array of charter guests. Details on Aesha Scott's business and career outside of yachting. Aesha is keeping busy as she continues sampling new flavors of her alcoholic coconut water brand, Drop, with the aim of getting product placement on this side of the pond. Aesha previously told her Instagram followers, "We have got this incredible master, mixer, distiller who is helping us to create Drop over there and also work on some new flavors, and we just got the first round of samples for a new flavor, which is so exciting." Though still early in the process, which goes beyond mere taste tests, Aesha said she has a really good feeling about selling Drop stateside, noting, "You can't conquer the world in a day." And, while on the subject of conquering the world, Aesha and Scott will compete on Season 9 of The Amazing Race Australia for a chance at a $100,000 prize toward a charity of their choosing, proving they really know how to put the POW in power couple. Get more with Bravo Insider. Sign up for Bravo Insider and read behind-the-scenes features including Cynthia Bailey unpacks the differences between filming RHOA and Rob, night and day. Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, a complete guide according to Bravolebs. Brittany Cartwright reveals the real reason she wore that tiny romper to a job interview. Backfired. Angela Oakley on the RHOA beef she squashed too soon, and what you didn't see at the reunion. Confessional Interviews 101. What Bravolebs eat, how they prepare, and more behind-the-scenes secrets. Don't miss the latest about Aesha, including the absolutely huge achievement in her career worth celebrating. Aesha Scott makes a damning declaration on her finances before Below Deck Med Season 10. Opening scene, behind the scenes, Bravo set. It's the summer of 2025, and the Mediterranean sun beats through the studio lights. Aesha Scott, known for her unfiltered charm and unmistakable Kiwi laugh, takes a deep breath backstage. She adjusts her stewardess uniform. Everything has to be perfect, down to the crease in her perfectly starched collar. But her thoughts aren't on the cruise table layout or the next glamorous charter guest. They're far deeper, buried beneath the bravado she usually wears like armor. She whispers to herself, "I need to earn the bloody money." The word bloody lands heavy, more than a throwaway phrase. It's a declaration, blunt and real. Not a boast. A plea. One, the money that's on the line. For most seasons, tipping was just a bonus. A juicy cherry atop the sundae of stewardesses' salaries. But this time, Aesha's priorities have shifted. The stakes have never been higher. We've got a mortgage. I need paintbrushes, I need paint. Do you know how expensive paint is? She blurts, face a mix of frustration and determination. But it's real. It's us, building our future one renovation at a time. This isn't just yacht talk for her, it's life. She and fiancé Scotty Dobson bought their house in March 2024. Low-key, as she'd put it. A humble New Zealander beginning with dreams bigger than their budget. Scotty is elbow-deep in paint cans, carefully applying life's next coat. Curtains, carpets, finishing touches, they all cost. The knitting together of their nested life, every brushstroke a proof of their love and their responsibilities. 2. Season 10, not just another gig. Sharing this behind-the-scenes vulnerability with the Bravo crew, like rattling open the lid of your soul, is rare. But Season 10 is different. For the first time, she can't just float the tips. It's not fun when the bedrock of your evenings, your renovations, your someday wedding needs money now. That wedding, once planned for 2025, has stretched to March 7th, 2026. Not because of drama, but because she wants to give Scotty's American family time to save. Thoughtful, kind. Yet with that extra delay comes more pressure. Each paycheck, each charter tip has to stretch tighter, budgeted across painting, housewares, flights for guests. 3. More than moves at home. Building dreams. Aesha's not banking everything on tips. 2024 was more than a blur of sea breezes and charter chaos. It was the year she planted seeds of her own growth. She launched her own merch line, featuring her most iconic lines from "That's Amazing" to "Hoodies That Bark, Good Morning." It was a late November pivot into fashion meets fandom, a tee that says, "You know it's Aesha," and sells itself. She launched Drop, her alcoholic coconut water brand, during a launch weekend in Melbourne that she called absolutely surreal. She wasn't just a reality dancer in stewardess heels. She was entrepreneur, brand builder, dream maker. She spoke of getting Drop into NZ, AUS, and as soon as she could, USA, ASAP. By summer 2025, she had hit 1 million followers on Instagram, a milestone she called absolutely huge, celebrating it with love for the kindness and support of her community. That kind of influence translates to sponsorships, brand deals, makes merch a logic, not a lark. 4. Putting numbers to her worth. Crunching the figures brings clarity. Income source estimate below deck chief stewardess salary $120,000/year tips per charter $18,000 $25,000 merch line and brand deals variable growing Drop alcoholic coconut water venture early stage high potential net worth estimates $1M $5M various sources. Her core job as chief stewardess brings a solid wage, around $120,000 annually, plus the generosity of passengers via tips which can total thousands, if not tens of thousands, per charter. Net worth sites estimate her overall worth between $1 million and $5 million. Some more conservative estimates hover around $1 million. Keep in mind these figures include her growing income from Drop, merch, appearances, and brand work, earning not just from the boat, but from a personal brand she built through humor, honesty, and hustle. 5. Her internal reckoning. Now imagine Aesha in her cabin mid-season, late night, exhausted from charters, her internal monologue running circles. This isn't just tips. This is the paint for the walls we'll live in after this ends. This is setting up the wedding we keep delaying. This is making Drop more than a dream. to get it to USA, to grow it. Her words in the trailer capture more than a pun. There's a crack of the mask. She's letting Bravo's cameras catch the real reason she needs those tips. Not vanity, not frivolous desires, but for the visceral, tactile things: mortgage, paint, curtains, a home. 6. The dual life of a yachty. It's easy to think that Below Deck crew have it made, yachts, sun, drama. But Aesha offers a reality check. You build a life, not a brand on grit. She's juggling charters by day and merch launches and product development by night. Her Instagram reach isn't just vanity metric, it's a revenue pipeline, growing monthly. Every hoodie, every can of drop, every heart or comment isn't just fan adoration. It's fuel for the nesting, for the wedding, for the future she's crafting. 7. Looking ahead. What's at stake? Season 10 premieres on Monday, September 29th, 2025. With every episode, Aesha steps onto that deck not just for Bravo's drama, but for the foundation she's building. The market launch of Drop, merch, collection number 2, social media growth, they're all investments in a post-yacht career and a stable future. By early 2026, wedding bells set for March 7th, 2026, will ring not just from love, but stability. 8. Closing. A declaration embedded in every stroke. Aesha's declaration, "I need to earn the bloody money," isn't about greed. It's about ownership, about taking the next step in her story, about acknowledging that behind the laughs, the catchphrases, and the trademark Kiwi coziness, she's staking a claim in her future. You is more than reality TV. It's a young woman standing strong in her ambition, her pragmatism, and her love for home, building a life at sea and beyond, one brushstroke, one tip, one can of drop at a time.